Everything starts with an idea. When you have extreme computational power behind your set that's well optimized for virtual production, it does take that stress and that worry away.
Virtual production is a way of doing visual effects in camera, specifically ICV effects, which is in-camera visual effects.
A virtual studio is very similar to a traditional studio in the sense that the process of doing production is almost the same. The only thing that's really changed is that we've now digitized the background. We're now doing all of the CG backgrounds in real time.
The idea behind that is it limits the time needed in post to do green screen replacements and fixing little details.
You know, to run a screen that's hundreds of millions of pixels, you need a dense array of computer systems to be able to support that detail of graphics. What we found is that Puget Systems has been a really good resource in making sure that our computer systems are spec'd to the size of our screens and that they support all the things that we need in a virtual production setting, but that they're always there for support.
The core of virtual production is the workstation. It's the one that's binding all the networking, camera tracking, the LED, processing display, and the Unreal Engine, the 3D rendering of it. I've built computers before. It gets really hard when you're building it by yourself and you're building a lot of this. Working with Puget System, they really work with you from the beginning until the end of the project. Puget System really helps us understand the specification of the system, especially the benchmark. We know exactly how to push the system and we know exactly where we could push it.
What happens is when a computer goes down or when there's any other technical issue, which is bound to happen on set, it can cause some downtime, and it means that maybe we have to compromise on shots. And since we're using such stable systems now from Puget that are really well optimized for virtual production, it's something that we don't have to worry about as much.
You're managing sometimes hundreds of millions of pixels. It takes several graphics cards and several computer systems in a computer cluster to really generate that type of image. We've been very fortunate that Puget Systems has helped us throughout several of our studios in our virtual studio network to be able to manage that type of virtual studio environment.
We're only able to do that because of partners like Puget who have worked with us to optimize systems that operate perfectly in a virtual production environment.